What? What was this?
That
Are we
was
live?
hello, we're
What?
live. Let me just get Sersha on here because
Are we live?
it's just it's like oh oh oh
Technical
oh wow.
There we are.
And I like how Sersha is just non-existent. Hold on, let me get you back in here. Um, there we go. And then oh yay.
Yes.
Perfect. And it's a bit crooked, so I'm just gonna keep adjusting here. Just don't mind me. You guys take the intro.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. Is the intro right? No. But that's fine. That's fine.
The I just changed it actually, so it should be correct like soon.
Okay. All right. I think I have to close the chat.
Welcome to Ragnar Rolls.
Welcome to the Ragnarolls experience.
Yes. Anyways, welcome to Ragnarolls, episode 19.
Mhm.
Why can't I hear myself talk? That's not nice. All right. So we are a bit late, but that's what you're here for. The experience of Ragnar. But let's do a quick introduction around the table in
Yes.
reverse order.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Lighting things up.
That means we're starting with me. All right. So, my name is Ole. I played Vaseth, the Lizard Folk fighter.
Oh,
Joseph.
that means it's me. I'm so sorry. My name is Hydra, and I play the half elf rogue sorcerer Josephine Shadow, also known as Crown Princess Celine II. So, like, yeah.
Someone has
Yes.
a longer name
Yeah.
than me now. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, not name, but introduction.
Yeah, the introduction is quite heavy now.
Yeah, I am just Hege, and I play the human paladin Genevieve Redvale. Simple as that.
I am Daniel, and I am playing the Tiefling Bard, Dio Harmonious.
Hi, my name is Anders, and I'm playing as the human fighter Ilos.
Hi, I'm Poppy. I was late today, and I play Sorsha, the wood elf cleric werewolf. I had to think about it every time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of V's.
But since we went in the reverse order, I should actually have started.
That was
Anyways.
what I was waiting for. Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, I'm Matt, and I'll be playing as everybody else. Your friendly neighborhood DM.
I thought we landed on a different nickname for you last time.
Let's not get into that. Yes. We can have some fun and joke around in a little bit, but let's do the recap. Because in our last session, you went on a mission that you gotten from the wizard folk leader to seek out some foes. And while doing so, you encountered strange fire noodle.
A fire noodle.
A fire noodle.
He's strange fighter.
Yes.
That would be really strange.
Yes. And you had some dinner and nearly thought you were gonna get poisoned. But you didn't. And you went into the forest seeking out some imps. And you discovered them. And quite hastily, you flushed them out using fire. and a big combat ensued. That you actually had some. It wasn't that easy this time for you. So I'm starting to find some cracks in your defenses.
I don't know what you're talking about. It went fine.
Yes. And you saved the day. And we ended it right after the fight. So we're gonna pick out here. So what are you doing?
We're coming straight in just after the fight.
Yes.
Well, that was a close one.
Really bad. And Dio is like slowly shrinking down to normal size.
Yeah.
Joseph is like dying. Not literally, but like she's not unconscious yet. She is, however. bleeding.
Gigi wipes off her sword at an imp, presumably, or something. Turns around to the rest of the group. Well, that went well. Is everyone okay? Oh, you don't look super great, Josephine.
What?
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
have a headache. I think I need to go lie down.
Yeah,
I
do that. Right here. Just hold on. And she puts her hand on your hand and pats you a bit on the head, and you get like, I don't know, 15 HP back.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You see, she immediately feels so much better. Like wave of relief just flosses over, and you can see like her wounds that was bleeding. They'd stop bleeding.
Mm.
I think Sorsha walks out and like, "Hey guys, I found some really cool blueberries. What the fuck happened?" Her like mouth is like red with like juice, and we're like, "Yo, I don't even want to know at this point."
We
okay.
got rid of the imps.
We
Yeah.
took care of it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I like really needed like a walk. So
Ah, no worries. I mean, if this was the test, we passed with flying colors.
But
You call it whatever you want, Theo. I don't know. I think that was flying colors.
What do you mean? None of us died.
Oh, so passing it with flying colors is just one of us not dying.
victory
Yeah.
is victory.
Yeah. And there will be a great story where I tell everybody about how we annihilated all of these guys, including the monkey dude over there, and everybody will applaud and buy us drinks.
There's one thing. I'm confused as how we have yet another member who is able to change his form. Dio, are you bitten by Sersha?
I have not noticed her biting on me, and I'm pretty sure I would have noticed. I mean, who would blame her, right? But I didn't notice.
I like men with a bit more like meat on my bones. So
Human bacon.
I can never live that down.
Don't even go there.
I do have firepower if you want to test it out.
Well, there's always happy hour somewhere.
Indeed.
All right. But since we are... Anyways, you have a stone, Ola. That's it, I mean. And some instructions on what to do next.
I do. Did I get a stone?
Sending stone.
Oh yeah. I actually forgot. We could send message that we are done. Or are we going to see the fire noodle first?
I'm pretty sure Little Miss Fire Noodle just didn't want us there to begin with. She was happy for us to leave.
Yeah, I got the impression too.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like we should tell her about what happened to her mother and mom and everything, or ask what happened when she like came back. Because she fine, she said, but from the stories, it wasn't quite that fine.
Well, she was walking around invisible in the mud. I'm not entirely sure she's fully there, you know? There might be a couple of screws loose. That's it. I don't mean that she literally has screws loose. It's something we say when we mean that she's maybe a little bit unstable in the head. Unstable doesn't mean that she's wobbly, but there's something in the head that isn't functioning properly.
Well, I thank you for your explanation, but I really don't know what a screw is.
They used it on the ship that came down the Discovery Channel.
I look at Ilos and shrug.
Yeah, I noticed like that. He just laughs and gives a look of like, that's not even worth knowing what means.
So, we should report back then.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, what's the... Do I know how a sending stone actually work?
I'm not quite sure either, but you just you touch it
Oh.
and you activate.
I think I added the wrong one because I added the Acquisition Incorporated one. Let's see.
Jesus.
This one. There's no roll. You can cast sending from the target. All right. There's actually no. There's nothing saying like only 30 words or anything like that. Or is
No,
it
I think you can say unlimited worded message.
Yeah, actually it's 25 words or less because it's tied to the sending spell.
All right.
So Vaseth takes out the sending stone, looks at it, and then gently starts speaking to it. Thrakesh, we have killed the imps. We've also met the fire noodle, who was the girl that you spoke of. We have finished and are returned, and that's 25 words.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah, and Vaseth keeps talking. We have finished and are about to return. Do you have a return point to where to meet us before we enter the Great Expanse? But that message doesn't go through.
Takes a little bit before you hear a reply from the stone. Good job. Meet me at a hut before the expansion for your next test.
All right.
Do we all hear this?
Yes.
Oh, do you?
Oh, do
Yes.
we?
Yeah.
Really?
Dio is
In my-
visibly upset.
Ugh, another test.
As the stones start emitting sound, he drops it to the ground and shit. Oh, all right, and he picks it back up after.
Well, I mean, not really much else to do.
I mean, how long are they gonna waste our time like this? Like, they should
And
know
their
we're
time.
amazing.
They said time was of the essence, and then they keep sending us on several tests.
That's what I heard.
Why would they want us to help, but not help until we show them that we can help? Did they not think we could help when we started out?
Well,
Yeah,
it is a
it's really
practical approach that solves a lot of problems while time is ticking. So I see the merit in doing it this way.
I mean, they wouldn't want anyone to like waste their lives and efforts just walking into whatever we have to walk into blindly without being tested for their merits.
Well,
I guess.
like I said, it's probably more like earning the respect to let you guys in while solving practical problems. It's a very it's in our line of doing things, and I see why this is logical.
Does everyone goes through this? Like everyone that interacts with your people?
If they are not lizard folk, that is true. They need to prove their worth and their loyalty to the balance in a way that they respect the lizard folk boundaries.
I mean, do they not expect you to pick a crew that you can vouch for? That, like, do they not respect you enough to think that you have your people under control and know what you're going into?
Well, I am largely unknown to the Sunscale clan.
Did they not want you to come specifically, or did I misread that?
Probably because they've spoken with my mother. But they don't know me.
Okay. All right, let's get a move on and make sure that we can sing the songs of Vasith everywhere, and Lizard Polk everywhere will know who you are.
Yes,
And we
we'll
won't have
never
this
have to
problem
do this
again.
again.
Yeah,
That's such a good idea, Dio.
I try, Gigi.
I really appreciate this. This will help in the future bureaucracies that we need to encounter.
Okay,
That's a
that's
big
helpful.
word, Vasith.
I learned it a couple of days ago.
Yeah, you're doing so good. I tried to high five him. I don't know if he knows what it is.
Well,
I
when
go
you
like,
pick your hand up, he backs off a little bit. I'm sure
oh.
what it means.
So I like, okay, so look, and I try to grab his hand nicely. I like, gee. Yay!
Like teaching a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to keep this energy, so I'm gonna speed it a little bit up here. You can take a long rest because it takes a day to get to the hut. And you are greeted by the man himself standing outside a hut when you approach the next day.
Can I like go back and take a bit of a trophy from the ape creature as
Yes.
proof that we killed it? Yeah.
Yep, sure. As soon as you arrive, he looks at you. The
Neil
quest,
gags himself.
the quest I have for you. We both need skill, but we also need loyalty. I need to know that I can trust you and that you're good communicators. So I have set up a small task for you. enter this hut and solve the riddle. And then we can talk.
Vaseth drops the, presumably the head of the ape creature at his feet, and enters the hut without saying another word.
Carlos follows close by.
All right. Yeah. Give me a
Adios.
second there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can all read the DM that you just got from me. And as soon as you enter this hut,
Oh,
I'm sorry. This is gonna
Yes.
be epic.
oh god.
You enter this hut, and there's a small mist hanging in the air. And as soon as you breathe it in, you feel something within you change. And you all receive a little curse that you just now received. And I'm excited to see how you play it out.
I have a DM comment. This is the rudest thing you've ever done to me. You know, I struggle with this.
This is the most.
You're like, hey,
Epic
you
thing.
wanna grow as a real human being? I'm like,
The insides of this hut smells amazing. I wonder if the other participants feel the same way. Let's see.
I just need to read this for like a second
Yeah.
before I start this.
Is it
Oh.
is it anything we're gonna communicate with? Like as soon as we step in?
Everything. You have to.
Shit.
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, I need a.
All right.
Yeah.
Leo,
I was reading.
trickery words. Your forte? Are they not?
I doth have no. I fathom not what you might suggest, sire.
Dio, you are low key giving boomer energy right now. I cannot with you, honestly.
Oh,
And
this is
Ilos
great.
is low key not thinking the way I thought he was gonna think. Which is, I mean, a huge step back.
Why are you all talking all like weird?
Yeah, why do our words take such varied flight, speaking in ways that feel so right?
Most peculiar.
This is.
indeed.
I need like 30 seconds to like think about a sentence before I say anything.
All right.
Oh boy.
But
Okay, but, like,
anyways, do
This
you
is
want
so fun.
do you want the riddle?
How,
Is
Obviously,
it written
yes, yeah.
anywhere? Like, can
it to
you
me.
describe the room? Is there something special about this room, or does it just get said to us? Like,
As soon
I'm gonna clip this later, by the way.
as soon as you enter the room, you hear a voice. 4 keys you seek, but none of them the same. One holds fire, another the rain. One is breath, the last one is stone. Bring them together, and the path will be shown.
May we have this in writing somewhere?
Could you capture this in ink so it's there for us to think?
fuck you,
Lord.
Matt.
This is like
This is
the
some
best
sick,
fuck you.
deep shit.
I must applaud such
We will.
sensational expressions.
We are definitely the best crew to handle such a test.
like no cap, but like Vasset is low key slaying the house down right now.
Yeah, I've never heard him so energized.
Like he's
energized.
eating and he's leaving no crumbs.
I love the
So-
comments.
Yes.
Now, let's spend our combined brain power to solve this riddle.
I must compare this energy to the most fantastical, amazing, and astonishing of powers, and I assume happiness and joy because of all this is bringing me.
Sorsha looks very defeated and she says, "A heavy wave upon my mind, leaving peace so hard to find."
Sersha is visibly thinking really, really hard. Let's take a look at the other participants and see if they work just as hard themselves.
I kind of
To
don't
look
work
for keys,
hard.
I think
Are
we should
you a
start.
game show speaker?
I would
Like
be.
off script? You're like, today we. This is so good. Okay, sorry.
Start looking for keys. We should.
No cap.
Oh.
I was just giving NPC right now. High key, not even low key anymore. It's high key.
Yeah,
But
we're
what
looking
is
for
the key?
keys, Josephine. Josephine.
NPC, what is?
NPC. I mean, you know, you're just such an NPC. Like, it's just, you know, it's like you can say that dude is like such an NPC. Don't worry about it.
Compares
I-
thou to an NPC. But let us focus on finding these keys.
Yes. DM, may we roll investigation as I cast my gaze across the space, searching every corner and place.
Oh my god.
Yes, you may.
Jesus. Huh. I need a drink. I didn't have time to think. That's a fuck. I don't know.
I didn't expect.
And we wait in great suspense.
The dice did tumble, fate was sly. A roll of 5, no luck on high.
All
Me
right.
googling what rhymes. That was a 5, by the way.
All right. So, what do? You stand in a circular room, and this mist is floating around. There's dimly lit in this room, and you can't see anything in particular.
Well, I've forgotten what the riddle said. I'm sorry.
May you show us in our stead?
Yes, I can show you in ink. There you have it in ink. But I will say it one more time for the audience. 4 keys you seek, but none of them are the same. One holds fire, another the rain. One is breath, the last is the stone. Bring them together and the path will be shown.
For all the thinking that Sersha just did, which yielded no result, let's see if Dio can inspire the others to think more clearly.
Theo is pulling out his lute and he is singing a song with a very, like, the lute is now played very classically. And he is singing, wherefore art thou wasting timeth? We needeth to findeth the keys. And hoping that people will find the keys.
I'd seek the spark, the flame, the heat, something here where fire and room meet. So I'm looking for something that has to do with fire in the room. Like a torch or literally anything, I don't know. But we're
Like-
supposed to look in this room, right?
Yes.
Like making sure. Yeah, okay.
Let's see if others can follow simple instructions. And Vassus will go and blow a breath. Is there a sort of a keyhole somewhere which he can like into?
No, but as soon as you look up to breathe out, you can see there's an old chime hanging down from the roof. And Saoirse, you've been looking for something with fire.
Yeah.
You can see an old scorch mark on a wooden wall with some dry or smashed lantern underneath.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have some water here somewhere. And Gigi finds her water skin,
All right.
holds it, tries to pour it on the ground.
No, you don't. As soon as you start pouring it down, you can see a small bowl standing more or less in the center of the room.
Should I try to pour it in there? She moves and tries to pour it in the bowl.
All right.
Wherefore doth thee poureth water on the tile?
Bet.
Because it says it needs water. Or, like, rain.
Bet. Duh.
Skifte litt. Så bra. I'm going to change.
What is the strange language I hear?
Yes. Gigi, read your. I'm going to change it a little bit.
Great.
May I say, my thoughts are tangled, lost in flight, unsure of what's wrong and what's right. I am confusion.
Saoirse low-key talks like goofy ass. Like, for real.
I loveth the way thee rhyme, Saoirse.
Yeah, I wasn't saying I don't like it. Like, low-key, I love it. But, like, I was saying it's goofy ass, you know?
You would perhaps say it's slaying?
Yeah, but not quite slaying. More like just... it's like, sorta like skibbity behavior, you know?
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
One
Everyone-
key is
I'm-
stone, the riddle said.
One key. Yeah.
I want to look for anything harder than wood. I want to, and I start like kicking around a little bit in the room and like touching things rapidly, just frantically looking around.
You can see a heavy stone with carved pattern that looks like to fit in an for deepening.
Grease?
Yeah, crease on the floor.
It looks to me like the party is doing really, really well. We have located 4 items befitting the description. Now, to retrieve them all, Josephine, come! And I will lift Josephine up to take the chimes down.
Ooh, slay, bestie. And she will definitely go and get it done.
To move this stone over the creek, we should.
No cap, it's kind of nice from up here.
All right.
Ilos tries to move the stone alone, but yeah.
It's too heavy.
Hey, Vasset. Does my yacht look good from up here?
Some of the participants are speaking strange languages and using words the others don't know. What's next?
Josephine, and
That's
they'll look
me.
like up at her.
I'm the main
In
character,
your
obviously. Mhm.
In your actions, choose the wise, for manners guide where honor lies.
Oh god. Apparently my manners are bad. F in the chat, guys. F in the chat.
And is Josephine able to actually take the chime from up there?
Yes.
How to give
And
her the child?
because when Vasith speaks, he's very like he's gesticulating a lot. He's using his arms a lot. He's like moving around, waving while he's speaking. So I think maybe Josephine has trouble keeping her balance, standing in the palm of Vasith's hands.
Yeah, my brain isn't quite working, so I didn't think about that, but that's correct. So I need Josephine to give me an athletics check.
Of course. of
Because you're turning
course.
back to Vasit and also asking
What?
him to comment on your something. So you have disadvantage.
Disadvantage on athletics, right? And
Yeah.
there's no way I can like make it an acrobatics roll.
Nope.
Okay, well, I mean, I have a -2, so like this can end with disadvantage, right? Okay,
Yeah.
that's not too bad, not too bad. Okay, that's kind of bad. That will be a 6.
Yeah, that's bad. So as you are turning and looking back at Vasit, giving your comment, you fall down.
Oh, great.
And
Can Vasith do like a dexterity check to see if he can catch the chime before it hits the floor?
Yes.
All right. It's not too shabby. That would be a 13 to catch the
Yeah.
chime.
You catch it.
Can you guys like hurry
Oh,
up?
this is getting exciting. We just had a near accident.
Somebody,
Theo.
please. Saoirse, can you help Ilos? He clearly needs some help moving that rock.
Yeah, Sasha. To move this rock, help I need.
Genevieve, what happened to your wrist?
What is this wrist you were talking about?
How do you talk?
Why do you
so...
speak like a peasant?
I don't speak like a peasant. God, you're the one that's. Well, I mean, I can't say that out loud.
Just off script, we were trying to push a rock. Just like. Okay. The task is mine. I will take the lead with steady hand and a heart in speed. That's a fucking 18.
On trying to move the stone.
Yeah.
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 You are able to push it
Okay.
into the crease.
Okay. Does anyone wield flames with might, casting spells that burns oh so bright? And I point at
Ooh, yes, I can
Fort
make the
Mark.
Lulu. And I will do a little burst of. I mean, we can pray that it's fire.
Is this a vocal command to use your?
Ooh, good question. It is a verbal component to it. Hold on. I'll figure something out. Yeah, what I wanted to kind of say is that like, oh my god, this fire is gonna be bussin', guys. And then I actually rolled for fire. And I will shoot
On
a
what
little
kind of
fire burst?
what? The table that you determined it was gonna be fire.
Yeah.
How many elements are there?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you re-roll on an 8.
Perfect. Count from the bottom up.
Yeah.
So that will mean that you re-roll on an 8 no, not 1,
Yeah.
and your 7 is now a 2, and your 6 is now a 3.
Oh, do you
And
want me
so
to
on and
roll
so on.
again, or do you want me to use the same roll?
Just send me that list. Or do you have it?
Yeah, I have it
Easily.
in front of me. It like an 8 would then be a 1.
What
So
did you roll?
I
That,
rolled a 3, which is fire damage.
okay, so you read it from the top, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and then fire.
Yeah.
Then read it from the bottom, and 1,
3
2,
from
3, and that's
bottom.
what you get.
That's gonna be. Do you count the 8 or not? Do you count the 8 and
I
1?
count 8.
Okay, then it's gonna be force damage.
All right.
It looks to me that we have some confusion in the room. However, the stone has moved due to Saoirse's incredible power.
I
Mayhaps, my
literally don't
dear,
have fucking time
thou
for this.
need a flaming spell.
Yeah, that is not the flame, nor heat's embrace, just a shadow in its place. Let's follow steps one by one in careful turn until it's done.
Can we please get someone competent in here? Like right now.
Let's do this the right way, the strong way, Inferno! And I cast Druidcraft. To light a small flame.
Yeah.
Sick.
GG. Why this sharpness in your tone? What's made your heart turn cold as stone?
Like, I seriously don't know what you guys are talking about. You're just talking gibberish. Like, can we please get out of here? I have so many better things to do.
I think
Finish
I
this
lost
task,
my-
we must.
I think I lost my
Hmm?
main character moment. It got completely ruined.
Yon was wondrous, Vasset.
A mighty
Yeah.
flame you summoned.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
behold!
Vasset did a flame, right? Just so I hear,
Yes.
like on the scorch marks.
Yes.
Scorch mark, sorry.
I'm getting to this.
Oh,
As you have scorched the scorch mark and moved the stone and grabbed the chime, you can see a small shift in the room, and the fog just kind of shifts a little bit. And suddenly, the stone is back outside the crease. The wind chimes are back in the ceiling. And there is no flame.
We are
hear-
on the right track. We simply need to do everything at once.
I think I need to go and touch some grass or something.
Shall this crude hex ever leaveth mine own expression?
Hey Dio.
Yeah, hurry, do it again. Quickly, quickly.
where is the stream? The rivers flow, the water we seek. Where does it go?
Serja has clearly missed the bowl standing just in front of her on the fucking floor.
But it's empty, right? There's nothing in it.
Yeah, the bowl is empty.
Yeah, but was
The logic,
it like
however, is
before?
sound.
Like, was it empty before?
No. Gigi
There was.
filled
Oh,
it.
yeah, she did.
I
Oh,
poured
understand.
something in it, but
Okay.
it disappeared, I guess.
Okay. Mm,
I literally simply cannot waste my water on this task. Like,
My water we will use.
please.
And I can do both the chimes and the fire.
Yeet that water, Elas.
Do I roll anything to put the water in the bowl?
No. Okay,
Uh,
so
Coordination is key to solving this puzzle. And while the water is pouring, Serja needs to push the stone, and I will summon the inferno and the tornado.
Hey Dio.
everyone, please, let's follow the path step by step in order where success is kept.
Yes. Bring all this together. We must.
Mm. I'm so tired.
I'm so
like-
impressed, by the way.
Oh,
What a
Jesus.
We
crap.
all are. We all are.
Yeah.
Yo, I played dumb characters like normally, like on purpose, guys.
Don't
So-
lose focus, people.
So what's
Yeah,
the
so-
We
plan?
need to use
Uh,
our minds to think. What should we bring together? The items or the element?
When Eidos has poured the water into the bowl, he's gonna pick up the bowl and go by the rock that's placed in the crevice.
All right.
Hmm.
And that's it. What's your plan?
Vasith is going to cast Druidcraft twice. The first is a sensory effect, which is a gentle breeze, and the second one is the fire play bit to light a small fire like a candle, torch, or campfire to do the crease, and he will go about it with bravado, summoning the storm and the fire, the wildfire.
Yes.
Look at Bassett. He's in his Delulu era.
You said it.
All right. So you cast your 2 spells, and Ilos, you use your water to
And I
pour
push
into
the
the
stone.
bowl,
Yeah.
and Sersha is pushing the stone. But still, the bowl turns empty, the fire extinguishes, the chime hangs silently, and the stone is back on the floor.
Is there anything else in the room? Like a middle point or
No.
How far apart are these things? Like, are they? You said the room was circular, but
Yeah. The room itself is about 3 meters by 3 by 3 meters, so it's not that big.
Hmm.
can I push the rock again but into the middle of the room?
Sure. You push it. It
Oh,
sits
sorry.
there for a
I
little.
pressed the stone with force and might to move it forward in the light. I apologize.
You push the stone, and
Yes.
in the center it goes. After lying there for a little bit, it returns to its original place. And remember, people, if you're to talk amongst yourself, you have to obey the curse.
In character, yes.
I cast remove curse. No, I was kidding.
Should have done that.
Gotcha!
first. Psych.
Oh,
Oh
guys,
my
guys, I
God.
just had a real epiphany. We're doing it right, but we're doing it wrong because we're not coordinated. Coordination is key, and we will do this flawlessly.
We
This
should
is
do this
getting-
at the same time, you say?
That's right. I spent too long summoning the elements.
I
Genevieve!
shall provide the thine sensory effect.
Or Genevieve, who masters the wind, can do this with the help of her goddess.
I guess I can try my best. Oh goddess, can you please give us the wind?
It's so cute. Oh god.
Wait.
You feel a small gust of wind.
There, I did it. Happy?
And when she starts talking, Vaseth will immediately start swirling around, creating an exuberant amount of fiery sparks before he snaps his fingers. Yeah.
I guess we all try to do it at the same time. If I
Milos is
understood that
holding
right.
the bowl and holding his water skin ready to trickle it down and pour it.
Yeah. All right. So Genevieve is summoning her goddess, getting help with some wind, blowing at the chimes, and Vasit is igniting the lantern by the scorch mark, and Sersha is pushing the stone into its crease, while Alos is pouring water into the bowl.
Are you all doing it simultaneously?
And as you are doing it, all at once, the fog clears and the door opens.
Oh,
Was that so hard?
this trial
Worked, it did.
beyond what I can beareth. I am effed to leaveth this establishment.
May my words flow free and clear as I speak without doubt or fear.
I fear as though you are suffering from some lingering effects.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Oh,
Oh, I think
Honestly,
you're right.
guys, that was terrifying.
I am mentally exhausted, and I feel like I've taken more damage now than I have in my entire career. Psychic damage.
I never want to hear that again. Ever.
I never want to
Just-
hear myself sound like that ever again.
What does
was
a
strange.
skibidi mean?
I have no idea. It was like word vomit came out of my mouth.
Do you want any of us others to sound like that, Josephine?
No, no, no. I mean,
oh my god.
no. I look at Genevieve.
No, you sounded like a petulant teenager.
If it hadn't been for the sweet smell, I would have simply held my breath.
Yeah, you really stressed me out, Vasith. I never want to hear you talk like that ever again. It was terrifying.
It did feel like a sense of accomplishment. It's hard to explain.
Did
you were
give
really-
you energy. I mean, did it give you like an amp of like? Do you feel great?
The best I can describe it is the feeling of invincibility.
I had the opposite effect. It gave me flashbacks to my early bard days, and there was some place where I never could get the leading role. The Romano and Julien performance that was set up once a year, I could never perform in because of my distaste for blood. And yeah, bad times.
Yeah, I had like flashbacks to like my grandpa. Like he used to come together like with this group of other old men. They'd all sit around the table with a bunch of mini like things in the middle of the table and roll dice. And like they'd solved riddles all the fucking time and like pretended like they went on an adventure. I'm just like,
Why did they
go
not just
along,
go on an
dude.
adventure?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess they're old, but like, damn, you know,
That's
Yeah,
weird.
and-
Why would
and
anyone
I-
spend time doing that?
yeah.
I just had this weird vision of this old little green goblin thingy, and I felt some kind of force inside me that made me talk like that.
Honestly, I couldn't really tell what was wrong with you, Ilos.
He was talking backwards.
Actually, I
Oh,
was.
like Dio does when he's
you're-
drinking too
yeah,
much.
you.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh my god, yeah. You remind me of a green goblin I knew many years ago. His name was Phildip. And he spoke just like that.
Yeah, it was
I
so
loved him a
confusing to
lot.
listen to it.
He-
Made my
He
head
was
really
low.
hurt.
He did blow up a whole city in a foreign country. So, thankfully not here.
Is the door open?
Yes.
Is the guy still outside?
Yes.
Dio is heading outside.
Let's leave.
And while
Aye.
following, Vassal will ask Ilos, is there a word for this strange sensation that nothing can ever go wrong?
Mm,
Kind of hopefulness.
Cocky
right.
attitude.
I mean, you're not cocky as long as you're right.
Naive.
That is a cocky attitude right there.
Mm, nah. Build on that. Use it. Embrace it. All heroes have that train of thought. I'm sure of it.
Well, I will try to adapt more to that feeling.
As we arrive out, I'm going to turn to this lizard folk and say, "Hello, moderately slim Lizzie. We are good to go."
And with that, I think we will take a short break to reset our
Thank
Gee,
God.
Yes.
minds.
Thank you.
That
And
was so much fun.
I'm
Oh my,
down
oh
with
my
that.
god, that was so difficult.
I want
You
more
definitely
props
got
like
the
that.
worst one.
Just not that one. Give me anything but fucking that.
I
I ruined my Google search history. What rhymes with this? What rhymes with this? What rhymes with this?
You did
Should
an
we-
excellent job. I was so impressed,
Yeah,
Poppy.
you
Like
were
so
seriously.
quick.
Holy
It was
fuck.
great.
In the bar after, I'm gonna post my prompt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
so
Let's
do
go.
that.
It was very
After the-
obvious what it was because you did a great job communicating that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my star later, maybe. I don't know.
All right. I mean, we're gonna take a 5-minute quick break. Make sure that you do too, and we will catch you guys in 5 minutes. Goodbye.
Not goodbye. See you later.
See
See
you
you
in a
later.
Thank you, stay.
bit.
Welcome back to the madness.
Oy.
I think we all needed that little break to reset our minds.
I was also gonna say before we went that I'm now going to be very, very aware of when I use my own slang. So thanks for that.
Every day.
Play.
I can role playing.
Yes, Queen.
Slay. Slay your enemies.
Do we need a couple of minutes with funny talking?
Nah, let's get back into it.
Oh,
Can we permanently change our characters to be like this?
Please no.
no, that's a good NPC though. Or just the next character only speaks in riddles.
I have tried. No, I haven't. I have played an NPC with ADHD, unmedicated, and oh, that's
A lot.
yeah. Talking
feel
about
like-
That's life. That's
It was
what all the
so
people
bad that I
say.
remember a wizard silencing the creature itself. So I mean,
yeah. I went all in. Anyways, let's get back into it. So you have passed the test, and
Yeah.
you head out, and Dio, in his flamboyant way, tells
Rakesh.
Rakesh.
Oh, ew. Sorry.
Perfect
You
timing.
know you're not allowed to do that.
The pet has malfunctioned.
Yes.
Ew. I'm gonna go wash my
You
mouth.
tell Rakesh that you have finished with your task. And he looks at you with serious eyes. Looks like I was not wrong in seeking you out. I have a very important mission for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, you see, someone has taken something away from my people. We worship a god called... Oh, please, not now, brain.
Arcath?
Varkath, thank you. We worship a god called Varkath. And in his symbol, there are 3 stones that we keep. 4 stones that we keep at our altar. They are not there anymore.
Wait, you lost the stones by the altar.
Yes.
Have you looked behind it?
Yes, of course. And also under it.
Oh, good.
So it
Sometimes
definitely didn't blow over then. Okay.
These stones are important to my people. And in these times, we desperately need them back. Some might say that this is a sign that Varkath is leaving us. But I need my people to stay strong. So you must retrieve them for me.
Okay. Do you have any clues?
No.
Okay. Do you know who might have taken them or where they might have disappeared to?
I have a hunch. I think you have met this person before.
Go on.
He has a horse that allows him to travel through plains and bop in and out as he please. Since nothing else were taken, I think it's one of the founding members of your guild or clan.
that's quite a thing to accuse somebody of.
Yeah. Backing that up with more than a hunch, maybe?
I'm not. You asked me what I thought. This is what I think.
But why? Why would they take your rocks?
You have seen this man. He was
Have we?
one. Yes. He was once a proud member of your clan. Now he's drenched in madness. Perhaps he needs the stones to cleanse himself. Or perhaps he needs the stones to get more power.
Or awaken the opposition.
Yes.
It's a sound tactical move.
It's one of the 2. I'm not quite sure which one. But I'm most certain of he has the stones.
Well, can they do all of those things? Or is it just something he thinks they can do? Are they really that powerful?
The stones represents earth, water, air, but most notably neutrality. And without neutrality, there will be imbalance.
Yeah,
Stop
I
it.
mean, in imbalance, chaos follows, I believe.
I'm not sure if I understand, but we'll try our best to find them. Don't worry. And I'm sure we will. Right, guys?
Definitely.
We always do what we say we do. We're supposed to do.
And we
At
will
the
do
very
this
least,
as
we try our
honorably.
hardest. We never give up. We might die, but that's our own problem in that case.
Nah,
We're not gonna die,
we'll be
Saoirse.
fine.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm just saying.
Yes, let's do that. All right. He looks at you and I think you should keep your eyes out for this creature. I'm not quite sure where to seek him out. So you, Bassett, keep the sending stone and check in from time to time.
I will. Is my mother in your clan?
She's under my care at the moment. We have gathered as one for this crisis.
Could you relay a message to her for me?
Yes,
The mission is going well. I have learned a lot. Enough, I think, to bring back once this is all done with.
he gives a slight knock on the chest and gives you a nod.
There's another thing. If you can bring this to her, and Vasith will summon his staff into his hand and pass it on to Thrakesh. She will know what this is.
He grabs it and looks at you. This is a mighty weapon. I will give it to her.
It has served many purposes, but it is no longer of use to me. But she might find a place for it.
Another tap on the chest and a nod. I'll leave you to it then. And he turns around and walks away.
So I really hope that you guys can remember what horseman that was supposed to be, because I honestly can't remember. I have a really bad long and short-term memory.
Okay, yeah, well,
So
it was the foul creature that Vassid yoinked me and Ilos and ran away with for like a full-on day, and it was also the creature that, dramatically enough, me and Ilos ran away from at the lizard camp here the other day. We reported back seeing it up. Like, he was far away, and then he was all of a sudden very close, and he was saying that he was coming for us, and then he disappeared, he vanished into thin air. He's riding this black, shadowy, disruptive horse, and he's just emanating, like, pure evil. That's
Also-
all I could feel when I was close to him.
Do you remember the vision we had when we were at the tower in the plains?
yeah, I remember now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I remember. Can't forget that feeling of evil.
I'm not sure if I remember correctly, but I think he might be correlated to the stories we heard of the god or something called Saltarith.
How about we walk for a bit and we settle down somewhere and we figure out our next move together.
I mean, wouldn't it be kind of logical to seek out the last place we saw him, where you and I ran away from him.
Isn't that just the like navigating question? Isn't that like days further back towards Ashvale?
Yeah.
I mean,
But okay, since you are breaking character, let me break character. Do you really think you're powerful enough to start this task now?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Just checking.
Of course.
Ilos and Josephine has described this creature, right?
Yeah.
We've also seen it firsthand in the vision, and was clearly recognized when we were in the Gold Dragon's cave and fled.
I mean, we could just ask him where he is.
How?
If I understand correctly, and if what
no.
we think about him is
Mm-mm.
true, the fact that his horse can turn up anywhere, I really doubt he will stay in the same area for long. It seems to me like he's running errands all over the place, and if he wants to find us, he will find us. I don't think we can actually track him in any way.
Bassett, do you know if there are any other trinkets or things of value that he might need next? Anything connected to those stones, or anything of similar value or similar power that we might perhaps have a little stakeout and protect? I don't mean stake out like putting actual wooden stakes out, but a stake out where we stay close by to something just in case something happens.
You mean outside, like a barbecue?
Probably not like a barbecue, because that would, when I'm at a barbecue, it's a lot of noise, a lot of smells, a lot of food, but more hidden like.
Oh, you mean like spy?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, kind of like ambushing.
Waiting
No.
for our prey.
I'm not really sure, but I can think of someone who might. The fellow, Ulrich, might have an idea of such an item. He is knowledgeable, and if we return there for that task, quite practically, we can interview some of the other guild leaders.
Yeah, I also want to point out that if there's someone there we can't trust, we can't roll out that Ulrich is not that person, you know?
Well, kill two stones with one bird then.
Yeah. I mean, sorry.
Yep.
Bassett,
Yep.
repeat.
Nope. Yep.
I think
Keep going.
you almost had it correctly there.
What do you mean?
Almost.
You don't kill the stones, you simply move them?
No. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Well, that's an impossible task.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you think it's a possible task to kill 2 stones with 1 bird then? By that
Because
logic.
that's a metaphor, right?
That... Okay,
Alright,
and what does that
let's,
metaphor mean?
Where's Glitter?
I'm really looking forward to
Genevieve?
this analysis.
Glitter!
Let's get going.
Well, I have another thing I want to discuss. And I guess we're walking while we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If our enemy is collecting tools, we should as well. And there's a tool which is available to us that we can collect if we so desire.
Interesting.
In the Enchanted Valley, where we encountered the dragon, and the dark-skinned human with long ears and white hair called Cass, we simply need to blow this horn, and mounts will be provided.
Alright, I like the thought of that. I like the thought of mounts, which leads me to another weapon that we can use, which is an army of Pegasus riders. You know, like if we're fighting this great evil
Where
thing.
might one acquire an army of Pegasus riders? That would be very useful, of course.
That would be so cool. You knew one of those, didn't you, Josephine?
Yes, that is why I'm putting it forward.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad idea at all.
Yeah.
I think getting mounts is a good idea. So, I mean, isn't the valley on our way back to Ashvale?
Yes.
Then, perfect.
2 birds with 1 stone.
No, 2 stones with 1 bird. Get with it.
Because the
2
stone is
birds with
already
1
dead.
stone.
Doesn't this make sense?
We have already established that that's
Alright.
impossible.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Are there other tools we can take advantage of? I know that Ilos' city is too far away. Probably. But your family's kingdom has shown itself to be rather close by at times, Dio.
Yeah. I'm not really too sure how to get in touch and get people here, but apparently the dude has some major muscle.
We have a couple
He
of days.
has a army. He's the
Yeah.
commander of an army, was he not?
That's what I mean with major muscle.
Okay. Well, I
Major
mean,
muscle.
he also had like major. Okay. Anyways, there was there was
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I noticed as well.
there was. I think we just. I mean, you can practice on like contacting him. Perhaps maybe there's like a feeling you need to step into, or like like with my magic, I've been trying to figure out what really triggers it, and it seems like emotion is a very like. That's what it relates to.
Yeah, I mean, there are ways of contacting him, I'm sure. And I will give it a try soon and hear what he has to say.
Speaking about fathers, Genevieve, isn't your father like a great guy? Like folk hero, ironsmith, or like what he makes weapons, or then I mean he should be a great asset, should he not?
Well, I don't know how to find him. You said he was like literally at our camp the other day or something.
Yes. We should camp
like,
there
was he-
again.
Was he really, really there, or was it just like some weird like?
Honestly, that night, I actually don't know what happened. Genuinely don't know how I fell asleep. And then, like, we woke up and we were in this paradise, and we had this whole, like, this vision going, right? And then we woke up and things were weird. So, I don't really know if it was real or not.
I'm pretty sure if he actually was there, he would have come and said hi. So, something was going on. Anyways, I don't know where he is at the moment, so finding him might be kind of hard. But, we can ask if we see him. Be like, hey, can you help? I'm sure he would be delighted.
Yeah.
Sorsa is realizing she's the only one who has no one who can help. She's like, I make eggs.
Sasha, you are more than just the maker of eggs.
Good, because you guys don't like them.
Okay. You know what?
Hey, I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
well,
have your
You eat them.
goddess.
I know my point. He eats them. I appreciate you.
And you have
Well-
your goddess on your side. So
You feel a small breeze as you said that.
So do I.
And I mean, you can turn into a wonderful creature.
Yeah, I keep you guys alive. She's trying to convince herself she has something to.
Just
Like,
he
hey,
will
I keep you guys
immediately
alive.
realize. Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
contribute.
Yeah. And I also
Well-
murder people in a very bad way. Yeah, I make them fear before they. Okay.
You don't have to justify anything. You are perfectly fine being just you. Speaking of just us, I mean, there is a slight possibility that my idea will not work because I don't know if like my people are alive. So, yeah, I have to figure out that first.
Good first
Speaking of not
step.
knowing if anyone is alive.
Oh.
Sersha,
Yeah.
when you change form, have you tried contacting your previous pack?
No, I have not, and I have feel like if I did, it would be a bloodbath
Well,
if
when show
they
comes
were
to
to
push,
answer.
they might be summoned when the real battle starts.
Um,
When bloodbath
I will
is
have a
welcomed.
think about it, cause I like the idea, but let's say that the people I've met who are in, as you say, my previous pack, it didn't seem that all of them could gain control. So it
We used-
could work in our favor where they would attack the correct people, or we might just double our enemies.
There's a story from my people long ago, long before my time, when some humans tried entering our territory. And what we did was we took the natural beasts, which we could not control, venomous snakes and such. But we could still utilize them. We simply dug a hole and put them inside. And when the humans tripped in, well, nature did its work.
Are you
It's about-
suggesting we are gonna like put Sersha's friends in a hole?
Not exactly. It's a simple matter of releasing them at the right place at the right time. What I mean is, I think they might be a great asset, because when I looked into the creature's eyes, it fondled my brain. Creatures out of control might be resistant to such things.
Who fondled your brain? Are we talking about the rider?
Yes.
That's
It felt like he cracked my skull open and did things to my mind. Things that are hard to speak of.
I see your point. But to counteract it, a bear is dangerous, but if you put a bear in front of a dragon, the bear will most probably run.
Unless
And
it's bloodthirsty.
that is, that is accurate. Yeah. I will give it a serious thought. Maybe I'll discuss at the campfire. It's a gamble.
Yeah, but
Makes
it's kind of
Hmm?
it's kind of like a more uncertain the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of tactic,
True. Yeah.
with just several ways that it backfires.
It also makes me believe that a large number of soldiers, whether or not they are riding on Pegasus, whatever that is prone to manipulation. So a large force might not be the right answer for this particular fight.
Right.
Have we thought about what he could possibly want with this many rocks? Because he wants like 4 rocks from the lizard people. And didn't he grab like something from the cave also? So, like, what does he want with all these things?
Yeah, speaking of that, like, your gods, Gigi and Sersha, do they have any, like, trinkets or stuff that make them powerful? Or that your people use to get into
She doesn't.
contact with them or anything?
She doesn't need any of that. No.
No, but I will say my goddess might be willing to lend a hand if it would be how do I word this? For the right reasons.
Yeah, sure.
She is, in my mind, a fair god. She is not a goody two shoes.
No, but she wouldn't want like somebody to steal some other people's rocks, right? That's not fair. So
That,
maybe she can help
well,
us find them.
let me counteract this. If a thief if a thief came to your house and stole something out of necessity, would you find it unfair?
Yeah, it's my stuff. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying,
Listen, Gigi, you
I
don't have to answer.
I get where you're
you don't...
coming from, but what's fair is a bit different, and she values life. I will say that.
But it's important for Vasith's people to have those rocks. Otherwise, they lose their god or something. Like that's terrible.
I
But-
will ask her. That I will say. I will pray to her tonight when the moon is out, and I will see if she will guide me.
You're walking and talking, but what's your destination?
Ashvale. Like first
Not
enter
the-
the group, yeah, the enchanter area, and then stop
valley.
by there.
Valley.
Down the valley and stop there to get some mounts and then go to Ashvale.
Yeah, all right. So we can. It's been around a day.
There's a thing I'd like to point out. The stones that are stolen. I don't really know if they have capabilities like the enchanter's artifacts or not. Whether or not they have sentimental value or real value. But in most cases that doesn't even matter. Even mundane items put in the wrong hands can be a weapon. Like a normal stone, and Vasith picks up a stone. Lying still on the ground, it is simply a stone. But in my hands, and he throws it. If there's any like small game around, he will
Please
aim,
eat two birds.
fire.
Birds.
There's 2 birds sitting on a branch.
What kind of roll would I have to make to hit 2
Just
birds?
roll to hit.
Well, that is a. Let's see. What would be. That would be an unarmed throw, so that's a 25 to hit.
All right. So with 1 stone, you kill 2 birds.
Vasith, why did you do that?
To prove a point that a mundane stone in the right hands can cause a lot of damage. Whether or not it is to diminish the beliefs of my people, making them weaker, or actually removing the influence of a god from the map, it doesn't really matter. The effect is still there.
Can I go and pick up the birds? Try to bring them back to life.
Are you
Sure.
Some lay on hands.
are you revivifying a bird right now? I'm
I
not
don't
giving
have
you my
revivify.
diamonds.
Yeah, you're gonna take the diamond. I need 2, actually.
No, you're not getting anything.
Are you bringing them back to us?
She goes and fetches them and just holds them in her hands. Just look at them. Little birds.
If you'll allow, Vassus will take one
Okay.
and start plucking it.
Oh my god!
No!
Sorry, that was
There's
me,
another-
not Sorsha.
There's another point I would like to make, which is that when something has occurred, you adapt to the situation. Now, these creatures are sustenance. We adapt to the situation we are in. This is the teaching of our god Varkath.
And with
And-
that, you arrive at the well-known toppled watchtower, which is more or less just outside the grove.
Could you try calling for them here already?
I couldn't. But the instruction was to do it within the Enchanted Veil. But I could certainly give it a shot.
I mean, that would, be great for us because then we can just, we can camp here, we can get the rides, we can go into Ashvale tomorrow.
Alright. Vassus will then blow the Orcish war horn.
I don't think I remember this part. But okay. Takes a while, but Kaz appears. How may I assist you, friend?
Thank you for coming. When we received the instruction to rid the area of the Driders, you hinted at the possibility to tame such a creature as the one you were riding.
Yes.
If it is still an option, we would like to collect on it.
One or one for each?
That's it. Looks at the others, unsure of whether or not they are comfortable riding such a creature.
I mean, I have glitter, so I don't need any of that.
If it means Dio doesn't need to walk, yeah, definitely he's gonna try.
I wanna try.
Is it
I
like
will ride
the
Saoirse.
dinosaurs?
I mean, what? I mean, you know what I mean.
We can talk about this later. No, I'm kidding.
Uncle is only
Yeah,
been
did
gone for
this
weeks.
is
Wow.
the like are the which creatures are these? Sorry, the dinosaurs?
The raptors, yes.
They're raptors. Yeah, sorry, I call. If I run the same speed in werewolf form, I would probably just do that. But like, I wouldn't mind one, but just it's simpler, right?
Okay. Kaz looks at you again, Bassett, and you may borrow for now. But you have to set them free when you reach your town. And at a later date, you can come back and claim your prize.
I accept.
Right now is we are still trying to get the balance back in this grove.
Vaseth will nod at this comment, understanding completely, he thinks, what he means.
All right. So you ride for Ashvale, correct?
I want to do something. Did he bring enough raptors with him to actually hand over some?
Yeah, you get each one raptor for this trip.
Yeah.
I would.
Uh,
Oh.
Go ahead.
also just like to have camp conversation
Of course.
before we go into Ashvale. To like take a second, get a plan and stuff. Yeah, and obviously like there's gonna be a boys riding raptors montage in here as well. So
100%.
This is fucking awesome.
Hmm.
Lizard riding raptor. It's the most 90s action movie ever, I
Yeah.
think.
Also, when the reins are handed over, Vassith wants to cast Speak with Animals.
All right.
And first of all, introduce himself to the raptor. I am Vassith Verthrosk. We will be riding you to a town of our choosing. And when we have done so, you are free to do as you wish to return to your masters. Is this acceptable to you?
He looks up, looks you directly in the eyes, nods.
How might we care for you at the best of your desires and our abilities?
He looks at the little bird that Gigi is holding.
I grab it. And feed
Excuse me? I was fixing that!
All right. So he kind of rubs his head against your head. Kind of gives you a little
Bonk?
bonk. Yeah.
Mm.
Vassith will
Cute.
then, like on a horse, pat him on the side of his neck and say, if anyone does anything disrespectful to your kind, please let me know in some way or another.
I will.
And what you others hear are like, guttural growls.
Ew! Sorry. Sorry.
Yes!
That's like
Please.
Matt Mercer sound effect.
I am
levels.
clipping that and saving it for blackmail.
Nefarious purposes.
Ew. Oh, that's a.
like my
Sounds-
curse
Yeah.
will say, it was giving Perry the platypus. Like
Yeah.
That's a blessing, though. I will say, Perry the platypus.
I didn't think it was that bad, but okay.
It's not
it
bad.
was
It's
good.
just an
That-
ick.
The problem was that it was
It's
too
an-
good.
It's an ick. It's just
Yeah.
like no. Just imagine this setting. You're at a bar, having a drink. A random man comes up next to you.
And they're like,
I would-
or whatever the fuck he did.
I would never, ever do that. But okay, let's.
No, do
I know
that
this.
to
This
your
is one
wife
of.
later. I want to
Yeah.
know what she said.
Let's continue that
Yeah.
conversation in the bar later.
This is one of those sessions. I get it, but let's.
Yeah.
It's 49 more minutes.
And
So-
Vassith will instruct the others to treat the creatures with respect, and this will all go just fine.
And as a token of his gratitude for the respect you show the raptor, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them around you. And you obviously spoke to the leader in the pack. And they start to lay down. But they are laying down in a circle around you. So they are kind of keeping watch.
Aw. That's nice.
As you sit around the campfire, Josephine has something to say.
Yeah, I just want to like slightly grab Saoirse and just move as far away from the others as I can. If you're into that. Not like that.
Is it
but
time?
Should we start the innuendos now?
No. Yeah, no.
Dio,
Uh,
Daniel, you're fucked for that comment.
yeah, she'll probably like lead up with like, no, I just like, I mean, I've been thinking about something, and like I think you have a good perspective about stuff like this. So, like,
Okay.
I really wanted to talk to you like alone. So there's this thing that I've been wondering about.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you were married,
Yeah.
but you don't have any children.
Yeah.
No.
And I can't, like, how, like, it in my line, profession, I don't know what to call it, you know, like, I'm just, you know, my father has a list of like people that I should marry, and
Okay.
and it's been scaring me for quite some time, and all it seems like all of this, like, it's just, you know, it's just the marriage, and then just to have an heir, you know, like that's
Yeah.
it. But I can't seem to think that, like, maybe like you didn't seem to have that at all, and you were married, so I don't understand
Mm-hmm.
like what it really is. I thought it was something else completely.
Yeah. Are you talking about having, like, why I do not have children and why your father is putting a lot of pressure on you to have children?
No, I mean that is one thing, but like I just want to know, like, what was marriage like, because if I go back, if I contact anyone in Fellspire, that
Yeah.
will be the first thing that they push on to me again. And I mean, I am 2 and 20, so some people would say I'm past my prime already, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't, I know for a fact that, like, if needed be, and we need to go back there or get in contact with my family, even if it is for help, then I think I have a duty, and I just wanted to ask, you know, just to know, like, a little bit before I have to do that, if that makes sense.
Do you want to have children?
I mean, yeah, I don't.
Would you like for me to refer you to someone to make it so that you can never have children?
I think that is illegal in a line of succession, because, like,
Do you want to success your father?
It was a bad moment to cut the word, but
I stutter. That wasn't on purpose.
No, I do not want my father's line to keep going, but that doesn't mean that the throne of Fellspire can be empty. So it's like, it's a lose-lose situation here.
So this is a very, like, open question. If you're thinking you can have sex without getting children, you can make it so you can never have children, or you can have children on purpose or on accident.
These are the things I don't understand, because
Yeah.
I thought, because Dio explained to me a while back that, like, you don't have to be married to have children, but that's outrageous. Every married couple, like, you need to be married to have children, and then, like, I can't seem to figure it out.
Think of it as a cultural differences, right? In Dio has grown up where you don't need to be sorry, I'm laughing at what I'm looking at what's happening here. Where you don't need to be married, and that is very accurate. You don't like for a conception to happen, you actually don't need to be married. But in a lot of cultures, it is looked down upon if you're not married.
I mean,
And in others, it's like, why bother? It's just a piece of paper, you know?
oh,
Yeah.
In my like, in this whole thing, it's more like, you know, there aren't many female nobility here, and that causes or it have caused a lot of issues like previously, but you know, I spent most of my time running away from all of it and never looking back. So I feel like I don't know, I guess, like, yes, I want to be married, and yes, I want to have kids, but like I just want to be prepared. I don't know
Oh,
what to
yeah.
expect. I've never been taught. Like, it
Okay.
feels like I just all of a sudden, like, people looked at me like I was stupid because I said, like, you need to be married to have kids, but like in my world you need to be married to have kids, you know?
In your world, you need to be married to have kids, and that is completely fine. There is nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong in getting kids without being married too. It's just a difference in, I'm just gonna call it culture, right?
Yeah, I suppose that is. But I suppose it also is that, like, for me, like, it's all about, like, finding a suitable
Yeah.
partner.
So
and
important.
not-
Be so picky. Like, here's a trick, and I did this with Duncan.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, like, I traveled with him a bit quickly, but whatever. One day I pretended to be so sick. I was like, oh my god. Like, I literally went to potion shop while he was sleeping, and I was like, yo, can you get me a potion so I, like, can't stop vomiting for like several hours or something else. It doesn't have to be that, because it was quite brutal. And I
Yeah.
drank it secretly, and I
Okay.
went to him, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't feel so good. And then I vomited everywhere for hours. And you know what he did? He helped me. He cleaned. He was so nice. He didn't like, oh my god, someone come fix it. That's a no. That's a no.
Okay,
If
okay,
he
so-
can't handle you when
yeah.
you're throwing your brains out,
Yeah.
then don't. That's an immediate no in any culture, in my opinion.
Okay, so pretend to be sick to see if they are good at taking care of you.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
if you
Okay.
don't feel comfortable doing that, just watch how he behaves around other people, right? So, like, is he nice to children on the street? And I don't mean like, is he nice to his mom? Is he nice to poor people? Is he nice to rich people? And I mean nice as in, like, he's allowed to have an opinion, but does he look down on other people?
All right. Okay.
We're setting standards here.
Oh, right. I mean,
Some might call me toxic, but hey, if it works, it works.
I mean, Duncan seemed to be very devoted to you, and
Yes,
I guess-
that's how I like them.
I guess. I guess.
Oh god,
My
Oh,
worst
sorry.
fear
that was me.
is to never. Josephine's actually being vulnerable here. Like, hold on.
Yeah. Me, Poppy, could not stop laughing.
That's
She
good.
was not laughing.
It's good.
She was taking this very seriously.
I just want, when I'm forced to get married, I want to. I
Do
want
you
to.
want to know a magic trick?
Yes.
So, if you find someone you really, really want to marry, and you know your father's gonna say no, you never tell Dio that I told you this.
Oh, okay.
But I've had friends who are like, not as royal as like you guys, but like, oh, my friend, he doesn't like this guy. So
Okay.
they had sex.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
And then she got pregnant, and then it's like, well, now I gotta get married, or literally just go and sign the papers. What you gonna do? Just, you know.
Okay. All right. I was
This is if you're like you find someone that you genuinely want to spend the rest of your life with, and also if you believe in an afterlife,
But how do you know?
also spend that. How do you know?
How do you know? Like he's the one, or like whatever.
I mean, it's impossible to ever be 100% sure, but if you would, when you look at him, your heart flutters, and if he gets hurt by the tiniest thing you want to help, you would take a fireball for him. If he treats you nice. So, fucking comment. Hashtag woman unite.
Yeah, right here.
If you feel secure that you could tell him anything in the whole world and he would still love you, because you will know when men love you pretty easy. They're
Really?
very simple creatures at the end
Oh.
of the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you're ever unsure, talk to your friends.
About marriage prospects.
No, if you find someone that you like, not your dad, that you like, you know, okay, I like this guy. What do you think about him? That's how you phrase it.
Oh. I suppose
But like,
I've
like your
never.
actual friends, though. I will say.
I suppose I've never felt.
So maybe not Dio.
What?
More like Gigi, maybe. You know, don't ask Dio, because he's just gonna ask you questions I'm guessing you would know the answer to yet.
All right. Okay. Well, I mean, I've never like. I mean, I fled Felspire when I was 17, just like right before like they were putting up this whole banquet. But like after that, I've never really thought about it until like the thought struck me here the other day. And I mean, now like it's been weird, but I'm happy that I talked to you. Thank you.
And then I spend like half an hour explaining in like, okay, so like when this happens. I'm talking like sex prospect and like first date, kissing,
It's like everything.
hand holding. I'm giving like a
relationship 101.
I'm a Wikipedia. You ask questions, I say stuff.
Josephine or Celine will thoroughly investigate and ask.
I
like,
will draw
everything.
illustrations.
Yeah, that's perfect. I was thinking about that too. And then while we're doing
and
that,
I will not
want,
hide them.
while we're doing that, I want to sleight of hand drink a bit of toxin that I have on hand.
What kind of toxin?
I have a poison.
Sure.
I want to drink the amount like I've dealt with poison before, and I want to drink the amount so I know I'll get sick, but not the amount so I know it'll kill me. You know?
Okay, what kind of poison is this?
It is just a basic poison.
Can I roll to see if I notice?
Yeah, I will
Yeah,
roll a sleight of hand first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's insight or perception or.
It's insight versus your sleight of hand.
Okay.
Plus. Okay. That is. I got an 18.
Ooh! It won't beat my 25 though.
Yes.
And then like
I will say, like, I wouldn't have said anything. I would just like raised an eyebrow. I'm like, who are you testing out right now?
And then I wanna like I can do like a straight D20 roll to see like to what degree I'm successful in like managing the amount of poison I'm drinking.
Yeah, I was thinking that. So let's do our below or above.
I'll do below.
All right.
No. I got a nat 20.
All right. So basic poison. Here. All right. So you down the whole thing because you are a bit inspired by this speech, and you can roll me 10d4.
Will do. 10?
Yep.
10d4. Do you have 10d4?
And this is also. No, I won't do it. Do you have your instrument, Dio? Because Hydra is going to do math.
Stop.
I will do better.
that's
Have
22.
you up?
Okay. Huh?
That's
What?
22.
Oh, that was quick. Yeah, so you take 22 poison damage.
Perfect.
So she, like,
Uh,
what happens? Because I'm sitting right
She-
next to her.
She starts to kind of get some compulsion through her body, and you can see that she downs a bottle and drops it.
I'm
And
doing it
sh-
stealthily.
No.
Yeah, okay, so you don't see the bottle, but you
Yeah.
see it on the ground after.
I pick it up and I hide it.
And she kind of froths
Oh,
from
I
her,
throw it into the woods.
and kind of froths from her mouth.
Josephine, who should I call? I understand what's happening. I feel like I would. We literally just had this talk. Josephine, who should I call? Guys! Guys!
What's happening?
No,
What
not
is
you. Well, maybe actually.
I don't feel so good. Can I roll performance?
Something is wrong with Josephine. I'm helping. I'm helping.
Or like performance or perception? Like I'm putting on like a oh no, like
Yeah.
I'm putting
Yeah,
on
roll.
damsel in
yeah.
distress.
Yeah,
Roll
I'm not even gonna
performance.
roll if I
But-
believe it. I believe it 1,000,000%.
Yeah, Ilos is
Feel
also
bastard.
sprinting.
GG. Oh yeah, I
Okay,
lost. Come
16.
on.
That's a 19 performance.
Oh
As
my
I'm
god.
Pretending to be like a damsel in distress.
Oh my god! What happened?
What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh. We
Saoirse!
listen. Yeah, listen. We were just talking, and she suddenly. I understand what happens because I fucking saw the bottle, right, and I chucked it into the woods. It's nowhere to be found. Like I don't know. Something happened. It might have been like I don't know. Maybe she ate something bad, or maybe she like just got sick. I don't know. I
Just lay down.
pretend.
Just-
I
Like-
think to myself, I'm a fucking cleric. This is so dumb. Like they know that I could fix this. Guys,
just-
I just have to go check on something. I'll be right back. I have to talk to my goddess real quick.
Yeah, maybe you can find
Walks
some
away.
herbs to like
I walk away.
Wait,
Okay,
Saoirse, fix this.
I just have to talk to my goddess first. You know, I've run out of juice.
Just lay down. Lay down.
Yeah. Lay down. Here, I pull out my water container and just like kind of hand it over. Hey, try drinking a little bit of water.
Theo, don't just stand there. Get a bucket.
Bucket? Where am I finding a bucket?
I don't know. Fix it.
Is he
Theo
like
is
My
going
God,
to
poor
pull.
Josephine. Just
Theo's going to pull out a satin sheet and just affix it along a curved stick and come over with that. Like, this is the closest I can get to a bucket. Why is Sersa not just fixing this? I'm making buckets now?
she said she had to talk to her goddess. It's obviously really important.
Oh my god, guys!
Oh
I'm
my God,
losing
this guy is
control! Ah! I
I'm
turn into a wolf
making a
and
bucket.
run off into the forest. I'm like, fuck, it's not working. I wolf and I howl and run off into the window.
No. I will.
And now she's.
You did not.
I
How
will
did you get sick, Josephine?
desperately grasp on Dylus's water skin and just chug down.
Can Vasith do a medicine check, being, you know, not completely unknown dealing with poisons?
Yes, you may.
Just-
And you don't need to do a check because as soon as Josephine, or sorry, Celine drinks water, you vomit. And you recognize this as a classical poison because the poison that she drank has destroyed her esophagus.
Oh.
And you can't talk, Josephine, for 1d4 days.
All of this looks horrifying, right? Grasping onto Islas and just.
Now you
Realizing
gotta start crying. We have
You
talked
ca-
about
or-
this earlier. Start
Give
crying right now.
me okay.
I'll
You
start crying.
you can talk, but in a really raspberry voice. And if you
Oh no, a sultry
slightly
whiskey voice. Ooh.
if you slightly raise your voice, you will take 1d6 damage.
Guys, this is not working so well.
What?
Vasith, realizing that poison is in play, will immediately go and grab Celine's ankle, pull up the leg of her trousers to see if there's any snake bites on her
Jesus.
ankles or legs, and he will look
I will
Ilos
yell.
dead center into the eye. There's only one snake I know of that can so rapidly infect a human. We might need to cut off her leg.
Oh my god!
I will yell at Vasset and take the damage because I will also slap his hand because of the indecency. And how much damage was it? Let me do that first.
1d6.
1d6, okay. And then that's 4. And then I will like trying to be like no, it's fine. It's okay. I'll survive.
What
Is she
are you saying
gentle
about
like
it?
this?
Has she been poisoned?
There's no
Can
doubt
I-
about it.
Can I hide
Uh,
in the forest so that I can watch them? Because I want to see when I feel like it's okay to come in. But I want to hide. I don't want them to see me. I'm wolf.
There must
still.
be some other way. We can't just chop off her leg.
I mean,
She
can you
needs that.
Have you eaten or drank anything since we arrived? Like other than water?
I don't remember. And I will start crying like Saoirse said. And then I want like Saoirse, if you could give me a insight.
Give you an insight, yeah?
Or, no, it's perception. It would be perception, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Let me check. What the perception? That is a 19.
She is only caring about Ilos.
Okay. Let me think this out for. Okay, at the edge of the forest, I pretend to be going feral. And my plan is for them. So I will start biting myself. I am just like not taking damage. But I'm like, ah, fucking. I'm like, get away.
Oh no! Did she get bit by a snake too?
What's going on? She went to talk to her goddess and turned. Okay, let's go fucking get her. Saoirse, stay there. Dio is going to
And I
start
go,
jogging,
and I
leaving the bucket to Ilos. You hold this. I'm gonna handle that. Oh,
We don't need a
Gigi-
bucket. We're outside.
She runs after
I
Dio.
don't know. I was just told to make a bucket. Just take the fucking bucket.
I make direct eye contact with Vaseth if he is looking in my direction because I want to tempt him to come
Vaseth is
capture me.
desperately searching for snake.
Okay, then
snake
he
bite
can do
on-
that. I can't force Vaseth away. That's kind of difficult.
Hey,
And
is it-
when he doesn't find anything on the first leg, he will summon Josephine's knife in one of his hands and start looking at the other leg. If this escalates too quickly, there's no time to lose. She
Bassett?
might die.
Bassett? Calm down.
I will point out, I had left my backpack behind. There's guaranteed a health potion in there.
For a little bit of decency, while Josephine is like grasping onto one hand, Idas is gonna put the other like across her knees while she's laying down, so that the trousers doesn't go any further up.
Yes.
King material.
I don't think a snake bit me. That's it.
I don't understand. There's no bite marks.
No, it's
Oh.
fine. It's okay.
I have a question. Because
Yeah.
Dio runs first.
Yeah.
Before Gigi arrives, I
Yeah.
will. Wait, I don't remember. I can speak in Wolfram now, or can I only
Yeah.
cast spells? Yeah. I will, in between growls, say, "Dio, I'm faking it. She's trying to seduce Ilos. Let's go. Get Vaseth away."
What? Get. Holy shit! Now? Okay. Oh, wait. I got it. Okay. So Dio is going to follow
So I-
Saoirse into the
yeah.
woods,
Yeah.
and he is going. Oh, let me just double check one thing.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know if it said seduce. Well, yeah,
okay,
probably did
so
in the moment.
Dio is going to get himself hidden within the forest, and he's going to yell for Vaseth in the voice of the fucking rude guy, lizard folk, that was there earlier, and he's going to say something. I'm trying to use his mannerisms as I speak, but he's going to say something like. Vaseth, you forgot something. There is a final trial, and then bring him out.
Oh my god.
Vaseth is going to fall for that ruse. And as he
You
stands
just
up,
go on a
perks,
night walk for like 30 minutes.
looking for the direction the voice came from. He will then turn to Ilos quickly and say, "If you find the bite marks, use your mouth to suck out the poison," and then Vaseth will run off.
I should have bit her, bro. Fuck. God damn, you're so much
That
smarter
makes
than me.
like that just brings out red. It's just like
And Dio will stand at the edge of the forest, stopping Vaseth as he comes out, and he's going to say, "Okay, that was a joke. I needed to get you
I
to get
bite
over
Dio
here."
to stop him
No,
from
no,
saying it.
Shh, wait,
It's just,
I'm trying to explain something to Vaseth.
but Theo, this
no.
is not the time for humor. People are dying.
No. This is all a ruse. This is some weird mating ritual from Felspire. I'm not sure how this works. But we can sit right here and watch it play out. Just sit tight. We'll let them do this their way. I'm not sure why they include this little charade, but I mean, acting was good.
it wasn't
Acting
acting. It was. She literally poisoned herself.
Vaseth,
What the
you
fuck?
want to have a race? I say in my wolf.
Why Why do they have such strange rituals? Is
I
this
don't
what
know.
it takes for humans to mate?
No, not necessarily, not usually, but maybe these
nobles, for
Felspire
sure.
people are weird. But we can sit here and watch this and see how this plays out. Maybe we
No!
can learn their
I
culture.
start snipping at his ankles
Seriously, stop that!
to make him go. We're all running. You can sit on my back, or I will
am not
chase you
running
by your
anywhere. I'm going to
ankles.
sit here and play soft music and watch this show.
I'll drag him by the scruff of his neck.
Hey, wow! What?
Hey Bassett, do you want to have a bet with me? This is a genuine question. You carry one person, I carry the other. Who will make it first to the, and I mention a thing that we know is in the forest, like a bit of a runaway.
Like a trial of contests, you mean?
Yes.
Is this to give peace to the mating couple?
Yes, but also I would like to see which one of us can run the fastest with someone who's probably not very willing on our back.
I accept the challenge.
I hoist the. He's laying as a sack of potatoes over my shoulders. Will I try to? But how much will you resist?
Very much.
Okay, strength? I don't know what you will do. Probably
I'm
also
gonna roll
strength, right?
acrobatics to try to get out of your.
Okay. That's okay. Hopefully.
That's it. It's looking at Gigi.
Why do you guys? Yeah, she's just arriving at the bushes where this commotion is happening, and we're like, "What are you guys talking about?
19.
What's happening?"
We are
7.
having a race and I'm carrying you. Are you ready?
He's
Sorry,
thrown
9.
over my shoulder.
What?
Okay, ready?
I don't.
Gigi, no time to explain. We're letting them mate. Let's go!
What?
I don't.
Get on my back. They're already off.
Definitely. I fucking guess.
We don't have to, yeah, okay, let's go.
I'm puking.
I do wanna check who's actually gonna reach there first. Well, what would we roll for that? Because it's like not only speed, it's also like not stumbling, right?
And my carrying capacity is still 230 pounds, including the items I'm currently carrying.
Yeah, just I zoned out so
You just
many
wanna
minutes
roll
ago.
a straight D20.
Yeah, do a roll off with a d20
Roll
to see who
off?
win.
Can I do like the action search for an extra dash to give myself advantage?
Yep.
All right,
Damn. I got a head start.
you did.
Which I count as cheating, but Dio told me to go.
My highest roll was an straight up 18, no modifiers.
Whoa, okay.
Can I use my bardic inspiration
No
to
kidding.
to
Nat
remove
20.
that from Saoirse's roll? Because
Tell me.
I'm actively working against her.
You remove 18 from my nat 20?
It's a D8, but
Roll 1. There you.
7.
You're like tickling me as I run or something.
Just clawing and trying to get off desperately.
Pervert.
All right. So, do you want to?
That part of the group is taken care of.
Would you like to explore this further, or shall?
We have spent such an effort getting everyone away from this camp. We are going back to the fucking camp, Matt.
Yeah. All right.
I'm puking. That's like literally what I just said. It's-
I'm just holding up the bucket.
Yeah, luckily you have a
Um,
beautiful, nice
Bucket.
silk bucket to puke into.
And after
Like-
like the third time she's puked, she's been like, "This was such a horrible idea."
Idea?
Oh, she would go like, my throat hurt. Silently shed a tear.
At the same time, I'm trying to like fix the bucket across a little log or something in the area, so that it holds itself up, kinda. And be like, okay, if you need to puke some more, do it in there. I'll be right back. I'm just running back to the fire and grabbing my bedroll, rolling it up as I run back, and then just like and I'm putting it like under her back area so that she stays up right a little bit, and then taking off my cape and putting it
Oh.
like that,
Awkwardly nudging it up. Love that.
yeah, like that clumsily over her afterwards, like the lower part and down.
Has no one thought to check if anyone has any health potions?
No, it was yeah. This is not great.
It's okay. Don't care about that right now. Just try to get better. If you need to get it out, just get it into the bucket that you made, and if not, I'm right here. I'm right here if you need anything.
Yeah. Thank you. She'll puke again. Just to stare into Isla's eyes and be like, "Oh my god, wow." Okay.
While she pukes?
No. It'll be like,
Okay.
"Oh my god, thank you." Like break off the eye contact completely to puke again.
I'm just gonna sit down and just by the side of her and just one hand on the back, just like gently patting.
This is
Here,
like
here.
super romantic, you guys.
It is so
Good
sweet.
job.
How old is Josephine? 22, right?
22.
She's marriage age.
She's above marriage age in Valspire, apparently. She's a spinster now at this point.
Past her prime.
Let's be
I
real.
have a question.
22.
I have a question. I'm just gonna bring into a detail that I said that I would make illustrations.
You
Are they
did.
still scattered across?
What are these strange glyphs on the ground?
Are they? Are they though? I wanna know.
Because I said I wasn't hiding them. Because I didn't want to. Like, I wanted you to keep them. If you wanted to.
It all
Alright.
happened so fast.
I don't think any one of them notices.
Covered in vomit at this point.
Let's
probably.
be real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Josephine will probably also like she has a tendency to rip off like pieces of her clothing to like, you know, patch up or do anything. So she'll like rip off the side of her shirt like on her sleeve to like dry her mouth after like constantly puking for like a solid 10 minutes and then go I didn't think it would go like this.
What go like? How?
Well, so
I mean, never mind. You are you better now?
He's like, I don't want to know.
not in the throat, but I don't feel like I need to puke right now.
Well, you did get a lot out of you. Do you maybe want some food or any more water or something?
Some water would be nice.
I'm just
I had the
water skin.
empty water skin that I just like drank the entirety of.
Is there a river nearby?
Yep.
I run with the water skin down to the river and filling it and running back. Here you go.
Thank you. Can you stay?
Of course, whatever you need to feel better.
Thanks. And I'd like to leave it there.
let's just say that when we eventually
Fade to black.
come back,
Not
I
fade to black.
will
No.
heal Josephine for damage and probably
But
give her
haven't
curse
you
to them all.
run away?
Yeah, when we come back, I say.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Wow, you guys.
that was not my intended ending, but I'm all for it.
Would we
No
have come up with a
cliffhangers this
better
time.
idea?
Honestly, like the second you said, Poppy, yeah, at this time I like made myself sick. I was like, I'm doing this. I'm right the fuck now.
Idiot.
Listen, it comes from a place of it's important to know how people handle when you're not doing good, and when you are a healthy person. And like me in real life, I was like, how the fuck do people check this? Because
Healthy
me, it just kind
person.
of comes naturally.
Yeah, I was also just a healthy person. Wait, goddamn.
I literally was like late today because of
But yeah, no.
What's wrong with
Like, how do
Yeah,
people check
that's.
this?
I thought it was funny as hell.
Mhm.
Yeah, this has been an insane session.
Shenanigans, literally.
And it's
Yeah.
the
Well,
first session in 9 sessions that we're all together.
Yay!
Yay! Is it?
Yeah.
And besides, isn't it kind of nice to save the return to Ashvale for episode 20?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Hey.
Mhm.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
It's a nice title, actually, for next time.
So, shall we do the stars? I think that's gonna be really hard. these
So
days.
many,
Yeah,
so
there were
many.
so many good
Yeah.
moments today, but my star immediately is what I wrote as Ragnarol's here a little bit earlier. But it was the "I am writing you" Bassett quote. So straightforward.
I am
so
writing you?
funny.
Oh, riding you. Sorry.
And then obviously,
That was
like,
good.
kudos to Matt for the curses. Hilarious. So
That
funny.
was so
and everyone was
good.
so good at playing them out. It was great.
Yeah.
The curses were actually so fucking good. I just want to point out that this one thing that was such a small thing, but it was just the way that it was said. It's Bassett going kind of like spy. And I was like, okay. It's just a small thing, kind of like spy. I'm like, yeah, kind of like spy. I don't know, but the curses, fucking brilliant. Also, the I'm sick. The people who get that reference
No.
gets it. Yes. If you don't, you're not a true.
Yeah,
True
it's
woman.
really well done, and it's a hard episode because there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to give my star to chat today, to Dinkles for calling out Josephine's plan very early amidst
Yeah.
everything that happened today. And I
Yeah.
am currently making due on my promise to list my curse in the bar chat for people to read later.
Ooh, yeah, I'll put mine there too. So I feel like people can guess what mine was.
Well, my star. I actually have no idea. The
much.
first half of the session, I had a hard time just keeping a straight face. But I also think that we, as a group, we needed this session. Just a little bit goofing around, not too serious, just doing. Yes, now my star definitely goes to Poppy. When you describe, I think it didn't have anything to do with the session or your character or in-game or anything like that. But as you referenced that old people sitting around a table playing dice and just made up stories.
It was
That is
D&D,
also
you
my star.
guys.
That
I
was
wish
Breaking the
really it.
fourth wall in a nice way.
Yeah. It's just utter chaos the entire session.
Mhm. I
We
love
did get
that.
mounts though.
What?
We did get mounts though. Vassith is very
Yeah.
happy.
I imagining them just like when Vassith goes off and follows and starts running out into the forest, that the raptors are also just like, something's happening, and they're also just.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just a pack of golden retrievers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I have to pick one person that gets a star, it's Saoirse for her absolutely unhinged romance life hacks. You can't tell people, I mean, Jesus. And then for Josephine for following up with this brilliant plan.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was
Jesus fucking Christ, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna live a bit longer just on this, on the time we spent on this
Yeah.
unhingedness.
Yeah.
The one thing
Gained
I
life.
didn't say was to baby trap someone, yet as old chat is saying. In fact, I
You
said,
did
hey,
say.
You
do
kinda
you
did.
want to
did
permanently
say.
not have children? Let me know.
But you did also say that if Josephine doesn't want to marry
Oh,
Regal,
yeah.
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 But you-
That was more
you-
for your dad.
But you did say that if you find something that your dad doesn't approve, you should get a baby with him, because then your father can't say anything. So yes, you did say
I guess I
baby
did
trap
say
him.
that, yeah.
the baby
I
trap.
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
I
yeah.
did. You 100%
You
did.
baby trapped Regal,
There's
yeah.
no fucking way around this.
I
Fine,
mean,
fine.
can ask, hey, do you want a baby so my dad can't like force me to marry somebody I don't wanna? You can ask.
You're
Yeah, but
welcome.
as always, I kind of lost count again. Who hasn't given a star yet?
I have not, and I think my star goes to the whole bit when Saoirse is trying to get everyone away from the camp, and Dio resisting, and Gigi just kind of tagging along with getting grabbed by Bassett, and yeah, it's just a hilarious picture in my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
bonus
can. I
point for Dio being like wanting to watch, peeping Tama.
No,
So in
like,
character,
minus
eh,
point for Dio
yeah,
wanting
honestly,
to watch.
negative points for Dio wanting to
no,
like
I would
see this
actually
whole
give
situation.
Dio an extra point for the bucket.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
up with the
Bucket?
bucket?
Yeah,
Still
I
cheap bucket.
wasted. Yeah,
I
I
guess you end
wasted a
up
cheat on that.
at a nice 0 points
If
today.
there
But
is
I
You're
also
welcome.
think that Dingles in the chat kind of summed it quite nicely, where he says, "My star goes to Matt for creating a monster worse than anything he could imagined." And yeah,
I an extra star to Court of Jesters, which is our meme chat on Discord. So feel free to join, everyone. You will have to verify with the bot you're a real person. Fair warnings. If you don't want to do that, don't come. But it is so good, and we appreciate the memes. Go check it out. It's really fun.
I also
Yeah.
want to say if there's any session of ours that needs to be like have their own animatic of sorts, it's this one.
This one.
It's
This
this one.
one.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
this one.
so
Man,
far,
a lot of
yes.
strong imagery
Yeah.
was conjured in my
Mention
brain.
hype Vassith? Like what?
Yeah, the
That-
summoning of tornadoes and wildfire storms.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was
so much
amazing.
good like imagery today, and yeah, it was. Oh my god!
Ew, guys. Chat. Disgusting.
And I think
Time
that's my
out.
cue to start talking about how we're going to end this stream. It's been a wonderful pleasure to share
She
this.
wants to fade to black.
chaos.
Yes.
It's been honestly like so much fun playing with you guys, and it's always fun to play with you guys. And I really appreciate every single one of the people talking in chat. There was a lot of chat activity today. That's lovely to see. We laugh so much and love our chat. Honestly, like it's such a vibe going on there. And yeah, big thank you to my fellow players and to Matt for managing this chaos somehow.
Yeah.
And we play every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central European Time. And usually, sometimes we even throw in a little bonus stream here and there. I mean, we've been talking about this for a little while, but I mean, is there maybe time for a new lore update? Perhaps some backstory, in-depth descriptions?
Yeah.
I mean, and then we have a bunch of other stuff going on. We have a Discord channel that you can join if you want to. There we share memes, we share character arc, we sit in a voice call and talk about the campaign, but also about each other and make friends and have fun. And yeah, if you want more content and you cannot simply wait for these 7 days to be over, so you get another session of Ashborn Unchained. We also have an Instagram, and this episode will be out on YouTube this Sunday.
Yeah.
Have I forgotten anything?
We also
Yeah,
have a
of course.
TikTok.
We also have a TikTok, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And most of us will join the bar, a voice channel in our Discord after this stream. So you're free to join us.
See you there.
And with that, there's only one more thing to say.
First you then marry, then you start oil.
Yeah, first get married, and then like the next step comes.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.